The Miami Marlins home opener tonight postponed because of an outbreak of coronavirus. On Sunday, 4 Miami Marlins players tested positive for COVID-19. This morning, 8 more players and 2 coaches tested positive. This is a mess. This is an outbreak. This is a major cause for concern. And I have to say, I have absolutely positively no idea why Rob Manfred let the Miami Marlins play baseball yesterday. He has the power, he has the ability, he has the authority to postpone a game if, in fact, there's a risk in the middle of a pandemic when it comes to health and safety. But I can't say I'm surprised when it comes to Rob Manfred. Now, the Miami Marlins, they go out yesterday and they beat the Philadelphia Phillies, and they take 2 out of 3, and they make a statement. And Don Mattingly said after the game that the players decided they wanted to play. And there was a group text and there was a player meeting. And listen, I can appreciate the player mindset. Players want to play. I want to go out and I want to do my job. I can relate to that. But I give Miami Marlins CEO Derek Jeter a ton of credit, saying that the primary focus, the health and safety of the players and the staff. And this to me is what's ridiculously bothersome. At some point, where's Tony Clark? Where's the head of the Players Association? I can appreciate ball players saying, we want to be out there. That's my job. That's my livelihood. You are trained. You have that mentality. You want to play and you want to win at all costs. But sometimes you need a head of a Players Association or Rob Manfred, someone to police the game, save the players from themselves. Now, the Yankees game was, in fact, postponed today as well. The Yankees were supposed to be in Philadelphia and supposed to be in the visitors' clubhouse where the Miami Marlins were yesterday. Obviously, that is something that is troublesome and problematic, and baseball did the right thing by making sure that the New York Yankees and the Philadelphia Phillies did not have a baseball game tonight. You know, David Price took to Twitter, and here's a ball player who's been in the league for a long time, and he had a tweet that was really critical of Rob Manfred, questioning his leadership and wondering aloud about health and safety. And look, this is fair game. This is absolutely positively applicable here because Rob Manfred is in over his head. Now, listen, there are afternoon games being played, full slate of baseball games coming up tonight. You have, according to multiple reports, the Marlins and the Orioles will play in Baltimore on Wednesday, and that's the right move. I'm not going to give you all doom and gloom here. You know, there are 30 players in Jupiter, Florida, awaiting their opportunity to play for the Miami Marlins, so the season is not going to be canceled in any way, shape, or form. And I think that baseball just needs to do a better job in terms of policing itself, protecting its players. That absolutely positively needs to happen. Look, obviously there are so many great things this weekend. Throughout a course of a weekend, the opening weekend in Major League Baseball, we're going to get into them throughout the course of the show. But when it comes to health and safety in the middle of a pandemic, that's first and foremost when it comes to Major League Baseball. I appreciate why Dusty Baker is concerned because Justin Verlander is his ace, his horse, his everything. In fact, since the Houston Astros traded for Justin Verlander at the trade deadline at the end of August in 2017, there has been no better pitcher in Major League Baseball. We are talking about a first-ballot Hall of Famer who's a power pitcher, who's 37 years old, who has logged a ton of innings throughout his career, and this is troublesome. Now, Justin Verlander took to Twitter after the Houston Chronicle reported that he was done for the season and said it was an elbow injury. Now, Dusty Baker says forearm strain, and it's a few weeks. I'll bet you the truth is somewhere in the middle here. Now, you know Verlander with that bulldog mentality. He wants to be out there. He wants to compete. He wants to win. He wants to win a championship. But listen, we're talking about a 60-game slate. When you're out and you're shut down for, quote-unquote, a couple of weeks, I mean, you still have to go out and build back your strength. Shame of it is, of course, Verlander majestic against the Seattle Mariners because that's who he is and that's what he does. And, you know, simple as this, the Houston Astros cannot win a World Series without Justin Verlander. They just can't do it. Garrett Cole is pitching in New York, and the bullpen is not that good, and the Yankees are loaded, and the Twins are on fire, and, you know, this is what they have in terms of the probables for the next 3 games. I mean, that's not exactly what Astros fans have been accustomed to when you look at a team that was loaded with starting pitching. Now, obviously, they still have Zach Greinke and they still have Lance McCullers, but by the way, they've got the Dodgers coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday. I feel bad for Dusty Baker. Obviously, his first year as the manager of the Houston Astros. Verlander, every single time he toes the rubber, just like he did on opening night, a great opportunity to throw a gem. One of the most fun pitchers to watch, most dominant pitchers in all of baseball. Simple as this. If Justin Verlander's not healthy, the chances of the Astros winning the World Series, 0.